The communities of Rockville and White City are still trying to come to terms with the gruesome murders of 2 children. 5-year-old Nqobizitha Zulu and 6-year-old Tshiamo Rabanye's mutilated bodies were discovered yesterday, hours after they had been reported missing. As violent crime grips the province, children are often easy targets. Dr. Bandile Masuku is the Gauteng Community Safety Portfolio Committee Chairperson, and he joins us now for a discussion on this tragic case. Dr. Masuku, thank you for making time for us. According to the community in Soweto, where this gruesome murders took place, this is not the first time that children have disappeared and were discovered murdered and mutilated, which is concerning.
Good afternoon to your viewers, and thanks for having us on your show. It is very much actually concerning, and it does send shivers down the spine on the manner in which these young people were actually murdered or killed, should I say. And it is concerning that it also becoming something that is happening almost on a regular actually basis.
So the people doing this are clearly working with those who think these body parts have, I don't know, some miraculous ability in line with the work that they do. I mean, the Muti murders, how do we curb this?
Yeah, I wouldn't want us to venture into speculation if it is a Muti-related killing. But what I would want us to do and also encourage the community is just to give police enough time to do their investigation, so that we don't create speculation and also send some form of fear in the community. And it's something that we need to. But we have seen a couple of times some of these killings that are related to actually to Muti rituals or cultural or traditional healing actually rituals, and those are actually concerning, and they should be kept, and we need to inform the community about that.
Yeah, and of course the community are the ones that believe this could have been the case, and hopefully they'll be able to help the police in piecing evidence and leading to the people that are suspected. We're talking here, Dr. Masuku, about children who are the most vulnerable in our society. How do we keep them safe? Because it's going to take more than just law enforcement agencies.
Yeah, it's like all the issues relating to fighting and preventing crime, that it requires a joint action. It requires a collective effort from the community and also from the efforts of the police, because it's an important thing that as society we take up efforts to make sure that we protect those that are the most vulnerable, and children being the most important in this discussion. And I think that the community should be able to actually look back and do a retrospection, particularly the community around White City and Rockville, and just to make sure that we are able to protect all the children and also put the efforts.
What role do you think policing and community forums can play here? Often we've seen the result of that cooperation between these forums in the community when they work hand in hand with the police, because what you get from that kind of cooperation is information from the community members themselves. They are able to help the police in getting to the people who are responsible for various criminals. Is that relationship still solid?
I think it's a relationship that needs to be worked on all the time, continuously, and be something that we do every time. But also our role as a committee is also to facilitate that relationship between the police and the communities, and it's something that is an important thing. We do have patrollers who do a lot of patrolling, particularly for school patrollers, to make sure that kids and children and learners are safe, and it's something that we need to do. We need to work on the relationship, continues to actually harness it and make sure that it remains actually solid. And it's something that we part of it from this tragedy, we need to make sure that we continue to strengthen.
There are huge investments that have been made in the Gauteng province, Dr. Masuku. We heard this when the budget was presented. We heard this when the state of the province that speech was delivered by the Premier, Panyaza Lesufi. The budget has been increased to ensure security in the province. When are communities going to start seeing the fruits of that investment?
Yes, as a committee, yes, we did welcome also just the privatization and making fighting crime and crime prevention as an apex priority for the province. We did welcome that, and we were actually clearly also saying that to the government that we do actually side on that we will be encouraging even the community to be part of the fight. And maybe if you say that when are we expecting to see the fruits, it's something that I can't say when, but I think it's something that should happen almost immediately. I think it's all our wish that everything and all the impact should happen almost in the immediate. But I think it's important thing that we should give these efforts of fighting crime and crime prevention, give them time for them to simmer in. We're expecting the peace warders that are going to be deployed, the 6,000 peace warders that are going to be deployed soon from the 1st of May. We expect them to be able to cover schools. They're able to cover even the other busy areas in our community. So we're expecting them to be on the ground, and we will be the ones that make sure that those efforts are actually effective going forward.
Dr. Bandile Masuku, the Gauteng Community Safety Portfolio Committee Chairperson, thank you for making time for us.